Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This film is rated MA 15+ for strong blood and gore, animal attacks, violence, and drug use. This is Kier's Reviews and this is my review of Cocaine Bear. Cocaine Bear is one of the most outrageous and entirely unnecessary films that nobody really asked to be adapted, and with Elizabeth Banks being attached as the director causes for concern as to just how much craziness this will encapsulate. After her very controversial words just before the release of her awful Charlie's Angels reboot, it's very hard to get excited about projects that she's involved in, so I went into Cocaine Bear with fairly low expectations and wasn't expecting that much to come from it. However, I came out of it with an entirely different mindset as this turned out to be a lot better than I was anticipating. Based loosely on the true story of this bear that took cocaine and became the most dangerous apex predator in the world for 45 minutes, this film blows up that story into creating characters that were enjoyable to go along the journey with, but never eventuated to actually having any true purpose, basically just being a source of violence and victims for this crazy bear. Given that it is consistently heaps of insane fun the entire way through, you settle for the lack of character development that this holds, but it should have focused more on the bear over their human characters. By making new characters to have the audience connect with took away from the sole focus that this movie was appealing to audiences for, and that was the cocaine-riddled bear, and when he is on screen brutally committing hilariously violent attacks, this is where the true source of unexpected fun comes from, because the extent that this movie goes to in relation to its blood, gore, and violence is beyond what I actually expected that it would, and for it to embrace its ridiculousness by gravitating towards what they knew audiences would want, creates a fun, action-packed, and thrilling adventure for anyone who watches it. However, the lack of the frequency of seeing the bear and his attacks leaves the movie bare, no pun intended, as there is a lot of filler content with its high caliber actors, and while the movie is frequently comedic and does hit its mark most of the time, there is very little connection to the audience that makes anybody who sees this care about their fates and where they end up by the conclusion of the movie. Instead of being more silly, the serious take on building up these characters feels like nothing but filler content and takes away from the bear crazy fun that is provided whenever the cocaine bear is on screen. Cocaine Bear provides a brilliant experience in terms of its thrills, violence, and comedy, but when it comes to developing its core human characters in place of featuring the Cocaine Bear's killings, leads it down a path of losing its core appeal. There's no doubt that the kills are violent and very graphic, but it also demonstrates just how much a film can lack without a fully developed story that impedes on its indulgence to create a connection with its human characters who, in the end up being cared for very minimally. It's great to see these A-list actors enjoy creating very campy characters against such a vicious CGI bear who loves to kill and tear apart anything in its path, but in terms of its imbalance in taking itself seriously and embracing its craziness, Cocaine Bear results in being a very mixed experience with the audience's interests only peaking when the bear is around and ready to kill, so I'll give Cocaine Bear a 6 out of 10. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and follow me on Letterboxd and Instagram for all of my latest movie reviews. This has been Kier's Reviews, signing off for now.
Don't forget to like, follow, and obey.